Okay, here we go. We're going to attempt to roll up 5 characters for Dragons Beyond, an ongoing kind of tutorial series. Maybe it's easier instead of doing designer commentary to kind of mix in gameplay and designer commentary. So the first thing we have to do is roll our attributes 3d6 down the line for each of these guys. This could take a minute. So do everything in pencil to start with. 4 for strength, that's horrible. 9 for intelligence. Cunning, 14. I should try to make it at least a little bit neat, shouldn't I? Even if I'm going to erase later. Ego, this guy's horrible stat rolls so far. 10, 11 for health, that's not bad. Average. 12 for appearance. So he's got a decent appearance, decent constitution, and he's cunning, which, that is not a thief attribute. That's actually a wisdom analog. So this guy is most likely going to be my cleric. We'll get to that later. Let's get a couple more guys and gals rolled up here. So 12 for strength. Again, still in that average 9 to 12 range. Intelligence. We got 14 here. Good. Oh, my luck has run out for this person. 13. It's actually a pretty decent character. Oh, a very good character. So 15. And appearance. 10. So not bad. 12, 14, 5, 13, 15, 10. That's a pretty strong character all around. Let's see what the other ones give us here. So 9. Average strength. Again, 9. Average intelligence. Cunning, 8, 10. Average cunning. Ego is going to be 9, 13. 14 for health. And appearance, 11, 12. Pretty decent character too. All right. 10, 13 for strength. 8. Intelligence, lower than average intelligence there. Well, what do you have? 6 and 3 is 9. Average cunning. 12. Ego. 6 and 5 is going to be 11. And appearance is going to be 6 and 5, 11. Okay. So this adventuring party is not going to have a lot of strong guys or gals in it. 6 and 3, no, 12 and 3, 15. That's my magic user. 8. Cunning. 7 for ego. Not a very loyal, kind of a shifty guy. Love it. 5 for health. Yeah, this is definitely my asthmatic magic user here. 6, 7. I have asthma, so I can make fun of those people. Not fun when you can't breathe. All right. Well, I guess we'll start with this guy. What would be a good... I guess I'm going for a more Middle-earth theme for these guys. So let me just get a random generator here. Middle-earth. Name generator. Ralmir. Ralmir sounds good. So we're going to go with Ralmir. Ralmir. Participant name is going to be Rod. That's me. Class, magic user. Level 1. Title for that is going to be, is that a seer? It's a medium. That's right, medium conjurer seer. That's right, so medium. Ralmir the medium. Division. So we need to figure out if this guy is a human or if he can't be a hobbit, aka halfling. He can't be a dwarf, and still be a magic user. So he can only be an elf or a human. So let's say 4 out of 5. You know, the first 1 through 4 he's a human, 5 and 6 he's an elf. He's an elf. So that answers my next question about him, which is his race. We're going to put in magic user, elf here just temporarily. That means his division gets more limited, right? So an elf under Dragons Beyond, humans and dwarves may belong to any vision. Elves must be lawful or neutral. Okay, so 1 to 3 lawful, 4 to 6 neutral. He's going to be lawful. And now let's go back and do the hit points and armor class. So with magic users, the hit points, I don't think they get any kind of bonus, but we'll take a peek here. Let's go ahead and throw in his saving throws while we can. So an elf. So a elf that begins its career as a magic user has 15 for death ray, poison is 14, paralyzation is 14, stone 13, breath weapon, who starts 15 and 15 here. 15 and 15 for his saves. Let's move up here to the description of elves. Elves. 1 in 6 chance to detect secret doors. 1 in 6. Elves have a 1 in 6 chance to force open a stuck door. 1 in 6. Elves have a 2 in 6 chance to hear noise. 2 in 6. Because he's a magic user, he gets no improved damage. We don't know his movement yet. His hit dice are the equivalent of 1. Additional attacks. I don't think magic users get additional attacks. Let's take a look at this level. Improved damage, nothing. Yeah, he could get improved damage at 2nd level, but at 1st level he gets no improved damage. And he gets no additional attacks at this level. His chance to read Magi is going to be a function of his intelligence. So let's knock that out right now. All magic users speak Magi, the magical tongue, used when casting arcane spells. His intelligence is 15, so that gives him... There's no chance that he doesn't know Common. He could potentially have 5 additional languages. And then his read Magi is 75% chance. So we're going to put 75% in here. He's got 0 experience points at this point. So he has 0 right now. He needs to have 1,000 for the next level. We don't have any of that. Let's get his starting gold out of the way. Right now. So he has 6 and 5 is 11, so that's 110 gold that he has temporarily. Spells permissible at the current level would be 1 first level spell. Next level, he's going to bump up to 2 first level spells, and nothing across the board for that. We're not going to put in thievery scores at this point. Turn and gather the undead, these don't apply. So I'm going to say these don't apply right now. I might change my mind on that later. Spells prepared. We'll pick those at random for now. Languages. So he can have 5 languages. And I don't really have a good table for this in the original Dragons Beyond. I do, however, have a table that I can refer to from the usual monsters, which is under development. So we might as well get these 5 knocked out. First of all, we know he knows Common. And in the usual monsters, there's a resurrection spell. Or, I'm sorry, a reincarnation spell. But the reincarnation spell in OD&D is based on the table in Chainmail. But what I've done in the usual monsters is I have all those monsters here. So law, neutral, or chaos, first of all. So it's going to be a lawful monster. So let's see. Lawful, he speaks a lot of lawful monsters. Neutral, And his fifth one is, again, lawful. So that makes it pretty limited. He only has a 1 in 12 table to roll on. So we're going to give him 2, which is dwarf. That's a very uncommon language, especially for an elf. But I'm going to just go with what the table says right now. We're going to give him dwarf. He's a very special elf. Maybe he adventured with the dwarves in the past. He can speak Pegasus. If he runs into one of those, that could be handy. He can speak, again, dwarf. You know what? I'm going to take 2 slots away for dwarf because it's such a complicated language to master is what I'll say. So that means neutral would be number 9, which is gnome. Ah, interesting. So you can speak with dwarves and gnomes. So gnome. And then one last lawful. 5. Halfling. So he can speak all the typical races of the Middle Earth demi-humans. 2 hit rolls needed. I can get that off the handy-dandy GM screen much easier, so let me pull that back up here. He is a magic user, first level, 12 through 19. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Hit points are based on health in this system. His prime requisite is intelligence, so his EP adjustment for 15 or more is a 10% adjustment. That doesn't apply, that doesn't apply, that doesn't apply. Hit point adjustment, and there is no, I guess we're going to give him -1 for his optional adjustment for below average appearance on his encounter checks. HP adjustment, so health. What's his health? His health is only 5. Oh, that's horrible. 6 or less. So his hit point adjustment is going to be -2 on his roll. His dice roll floor is a 1, of course, and a magic user for his initial hit point roll gets hit points 1d6. So 1d6 minus 2, the lowest he can go is 1. Oh, that's going to be a 3 minus 2 is 1. He has 1 hit point. All of this work for a 1 hit point guy. Well, forget that. We're definitely going to put this guy in armor. All right, let's get his spells picked out real quick. Spell casting, concurrent spells, clerical spells, magic user spells, first level. Looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 potential first level spells. Let's give him number 3, Hold Portal. So he has Hold Portal. That's a very useful one. Now, what kind of armor can a magic user have? Magic user. Without having, I think I can, with chainmail it's 75% chance of failure. Let's see. Chainmail has a 75% chance of interfering. Some manifestation of magical energy. So I don't think I want chain. I think I'll take my chances with AC 6, which is going to be leather plus shield. So we're going to give this guy armor of leather plus shield. Leather. See, right-handed or left-handed? 4 out of 5 is right. Oh, I'm sorry, 4 out of 6 is right. He's right-handed. So on his right side, he's going to have his weapon, and on his left side, he's got a shield. So if he puts his shield aside, his chance of spell failure goes down to 38%. So I'm going to just make a note here that that's 38% chance with AC 7 and 57% chance of failing with AC 6. 57% AC6, which makes sense, right? If you've got a shield in one hand, it's going to make it a heck of a lot harder to manipulate the spell plane. All right, so what kind of weapons? Mundane bows and magical items capable of doing harm, such as a wand. Let's go ahead and get him equipped here with the usual stuff. So leather took him 2 slots and cost 23. So encumbrance slots used. So he's got 2 for his armor. He's got 1 for his shield. There are 16 slots that this guy can have. He's got a below average strength, but we're not going to apply any modifiers based on strength. So he's got 16 slots, and he's used up 3 of these. What kind of shield? We're going to just call it the typical small shield, the 5-pound one. So 1 slot, and that's going to cost him 10. So 10 and 23. So he's down 33 off of his gold. 33, so it's going to be 23 off of that. So it's going to be 77. Does he want a helm? Let's give him a leather helm costing 0 slots. And that's going to cost 3 more. So that's going to take him down to 74. So that's one in the center. We're going to say leather helm, which does very little. But it's better than nothing when you've got 1 hit point. All right. What kind of weapon should he have? That's part of the problem with the interpretation on Dragons Beyond. We went back to the 73 rules. It does give a lot of guidance. Are we still recording? Yes, we are. Okay, 21 minutes there. So we are going to say that he can have any mundane weapon that isn't metal. So I'm going to give him a staff, which costs 2 slots and costs 2 gold. So a staff takes us down to 72, and that gives us 2 more slots for the staff. So we're up to 5 slots. Do we want to give him a... I think we do want to give him a bow. So let's give him a short bow. That's going to cost 2 slots and 15 gold. So 2 slots, short bow, and that's going to cost 15 gold. So that takes him down to 62, 60, 57 gold pieces. Now he's going to need some standard equipment. I'm going to flip to the GM screen because it's got a reduced list of items, and that way I won't get stuck in analysis paralysis just during initial character creation, and we can move on to the next character. Oh yeah, I need to do this first. So weapon. So his staff, and then his short bow, killing blows. So killing blow, short bow, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this is going to take me a while, but 6, 7, 8, ditto, ditto, 7, 8, 9 versus armor class 6, 7, 8, 9, and these are short, medium, long ranges. 8, 9, 10, 9, 10, 11, 11, 12x, 11, 12x, and this just keeps me from having to look this stuff up. 12xx as the DM staff. So staff is not on the official list here of 2-hit items on the GM screen. I think I'm going to give staff the same thing as a mace. I've got a table for staff elsewhere. I just don't have it in front of me. So we're going to give it the same as a mace for now. So 8, maybe we call it a weighted staff. Maybe it's more like a shillelagh. 8, 8, 8, 9, 8, 8. 8, 9, 8, 8, 7, 8. 7, 8. And then if we're up against horses, barded and unbarded, be 10 and 12, but we don't have to worry about that. Okay, so that's done. What am I still missing here? I'm still missing adventuring gear. So let's go to the GM screen. Adventuring gear. Oh yeah, we're going to need a quiver and arrows. So 40, which costs 0 slots as long as it's with, it weighs 40 coins or 0 slots as long as it's included with the weapon there. So 5 for the cost. So that's going to be arrows, 20 of those. That's 5 more GP gone. This is 52. Backpack is 1 slot. Costs 5 GP. So backpack is 1. Torches, a bundle, taking 2 slots. Cost is 1 GP. Torches, 5 of them. A bundle, so torches, 2 slots, cost 5 GP, takes us down to 47. Water skin and rations. So standard rations. Standard rations. That's 7 days. That's going to be 3 slots. It's part of a bundle. And then 4 gold coming off, takes them down to 43, which in itself, that's going to take a slot right there. So where are we at here? Water skin, 1 slot, 2 if it costs more. So 1 more GP off, so 42, water skin, with water, full of water, so it's full right now. 1 slot for water. And I think that's going to be it, right? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of my slots are used up. So 14 of 16 is used up. And that's going to take him, if I do 14 slots, that takes him into the stupid 3-inch range. Man, he's got to drop one of these items. I think we're going to drop these torches off the list. Actually, yeah, we're going to keep the backpack. But we are going to drop these torches to get myself 2 slots back. So that'll take me back to 12 slots. But my movement rate now is going to drop down to 6 inches. Torches cost 1. So 1 gold piece back. 43. Let's neat this up. So he's got gold, but he is really weighed down. Okay, that's enough on this character. I think I have enough to get started. Fairly complicated because he's a magic user. Oh yeah, armor class 7/6 if he's wearing a shield. All right, easy peasy. I realized Ralmir here doesn't have his weapons here, but that's going to be his staff over here. And then sometimes that's going to be his bow. Oh yeah, does he belong to a guild or fellowship, or is he going solo? So most magic users do not, in this world, go it alone, so that'll be a 6. 1 to 2 is going to be fellowship. 3 to 4 is guild. 5 I'll re-roll, and 6 is individual. 1. So fellowship, right? Fellowship. So he belongs to a fellowship. Fellowship, which belongs under notes for patrons and things like that.